What's up guys, I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to another market update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so when we look at the crypto market as a whole, we have had a very explosive move since my last market update. Even just right now, Bitcoin is trading at 117,500 and Ethereum is 2,937. And according to CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin's all-time high was $118,856. And if you click on Ethereum, you can see that Ethereum's doing very well, but it's not even close to reclaiming all-time highs. You can see that it reached its all-time high 4 years ago at $4,891. And Ethereum is still down 39.9%. And that just goes to show you how much Bitcoin is still outperforming Ethereum by. That being said though, if you do look at the Ethereum chart right now, we've had a very nice move. In my last market update, what I was telling you guys to watch was this previous local high. I said that in order for me to be bullish on Ethereum, I would need to see us get back above this level. Now we have closed multiple candles above this level, which is exactly what I was wanting to see. But I will say the RSI and stochastics are both getting a little bit overbought. In addition, it is now Saturday and oftentimes weekends are a lot lower volume. So am I saying that crypto can't continue pumping? No, I am not. But don't be shocked if we do see a little bit of a pullback. It would actually make a lot of sense if we do get one. What we might be looking for though is for price action to just consolidate up here and start forming a bull flag or to potentially retest one of the previous highs. If it retested this top wick right here, then that would actually be very bullish. If it comes back down to retest this previous range at around 2,700, then that won't be a bad look either. What we don't want to see happen is for price action to end up putting in a lower low. If we come down and put in a lower low, that's not going to be a good sign at all. So again, understand we absolutely could keep pumping, but we also could have a pullback. It would make sense if we got a pullback. There's no need to panic if we do get one. If you look at Bitcoin though, Bitcoin is completely ripping right now. According to TradingView, Bitcoin had an all-time high of $118,839. And what I've been pointing out for a long time is the monthly time frame for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been saying this for a long time, but the monthly looks very good. If you guys were paying attention to the stochastics, they had plenty of juice to continue breaking out. And even right now, they still have juice to keep breaking out. This is the monthly for Bitcoin. I'll also show you guys the monthly for Ethereum. You click on the monthly right here and you can see the stochastics have plenty of juice. Same with the RSI. And Ethereum is a lot more oversold than Bitcoin still. And obviously that makes sense because Bitcoin was putting in new all-time highs and Ethereum is still very oversold. But regarding Ethereum, it's starting to get kind of interesting. Like this post right here from Crypto Rover, big month for ETH ETFs. And you can see when you look at this chart that ETF inflows are very high right now. June was 1.16 billion and July was 1.1 billion. And right now it's only July 12th, so this could end up going up a lot higher. We'll just have to see what happens. But you look at that, and then you just come over to Watch Your Guru and you look at some of the macro news. For example, 1 hour ago, full list of tariffs announced by the US this week. And you can see tariffs all across the board. And this is why I always try and stress the point of not panicking. There for a long time, any tariff news was having a major impact on the market. And then you see something like this and you look at the Bitcoin chart and it's basically having no impact at all. I mean, sure, Bitcoin's pulled back a little bit from its all-time high, but you could also just argue that that's because it's very overbought at this point. Not on the monthly, but when you look at the smaller time frames like the daily, we could use a pullback. But I also want to point out, if you come over here and you look at CoinMarketCap, you can see that Bitcoin dominance has dropped a little bit, but it's still very high. Bitcoin dominance is currently 63.9%. Around a week ago, it was like 64.4%. So it's starting to drop a little bit. However, you have to understand during the last altcoin season in 2021, Bitcoin dominance was ranging from 48% to 39%. Now, who knows if Bitcoin dominance will ever get that low again? But that is something to keep in mind. Bitcoin dominance is still very high relative to where it was at. Now, obviously, I cover a lot of meme coins on my channel, so I want to take a look at the meme coin market. What I like to see is that meme coin volume is spiking. You can see that Dogecoin is back to 3.2 billion, PEPE is 1.8 billion. In my last market update, Dogecoin was at like 600 billion in volume. And if we actually click on Dogecoin right now, you can see that the volume is up 14.9% in the last day. But in general, this has been a huge volume spike, which is awesome to see. But if we look at a lot of the projects that I've been covering on my channel, we've had nice breakouts. Cocoro is back to a $12.7 million market cap, and it actually reached over 16 million. You look at Megals, it's 33.7 million, and it had reached around 37 or 38 million. You look at Yi, it's also had a very nice move. You look at Oscar, it's also had a very nice move. Even Hoppy just broke 10 million again. So the market is starting to get exciting again. Again, I want to stress the point though, don't be shocked if we do have a pullback. If you look at the daily time frame, it would absolutely make sense if it did happen. What we would like to see happen is for Ethereum to form some sort of a little bull flag pattern like this. Obviously, if it keeps running first, then just draw the bull flag wherever it tops out. But you would like to see some sort of bull flag form. That would be excellent for consolidation. But yeah, that's about it for the update today. Exciting times ahead in crypto. The S&P has also done very well from our initial call. You guys know I had the S&P drawn on this bull flag. And I said oftentimes crypto does lag behind, and here we are exploding. But if you guys are interested in crypto and getting into projects super early and just market updates in general, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord. If you look at the all-time gainer list, we have hit some massive multipliers in here. And if you go through the crypto gain section, we're printing as a community pretty much every single day. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. It'd be awesome to see you guys in there. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about the market. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.